I'm doing it. Doing it. Alright, we're back in Anvil, and we're here. We're going to learn some restoration spells, and then we're going to work on a quest that we've got.
I wouldn't
Uh-oh.
go in there unless you have a strong stomach.
I
We have
do.
orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Tell me about it.
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
Well, what else do you know about the prophet?
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now.
You might be going crazy if you think the crazy person is no longer crazy.
Fine.
You know, just a bit of advice. Alright, and somewhere around here is a mage's guild. And somewhere in that mage's guild, I think I'll be able to get a better restoration spell. I hope.
Good day.
Good day.
Knowledge.
Oh,
is
you've got
power.
illusion training, which I don't need.
Take care. Well met.
Well, Matt, you've got
Have a look
spells.
around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Well, I'll just take all of this. But you don't have a better healing spell. So I must be missing something.
Another satis.
Yes. Tell me about Anvil.
I believe some people think of Anvil as a slow, sleepy place compared to Eastern Cyrodiil, but there's plenty of trouble up north to be found.
Tell me about the Mages Guild.
Carahil supported Archmage Traven's appointment from the beginning, and I don't believe the rumors that she just wanted his job at this hall.
All right.
Farewell.
You've got an imp following you.
I'm Felin Relis of the Mages Guild. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
No, I've got... Wait, there's better calcinators? What do I have?
I have potions and everything you need to make your
I've
own.
got novice
What will it
bullshit. Got these bullshit novice alchemy things. I don't know what a better one would do for me. But I'm gonna buy the apprentice retort
That's a good deal.
and the journeyman calcinator. And I'm gonna sell you my novice calcinator and my novice retort. Because I don't need those anymore. I've got these better ones.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good day.
Good day. Okay, so you don't have the restoration spells I want. So I'll have to go to the temple, but the temple in this town has been attacked, so I'll have to stop back on Skingrad on my way through.
Yes.
What's going on? What do you see? What do your elf-eyes see, guard? Just ran out. Just... You don't exist anymore. You ran out of the load range. Don't forget to hop. Gotta upgrade your acrobatics. Oh, there's a cougar. I'm so screwed. That dog is wigging out. That dog is... He was dog there for a second. I died. Fighting cat dog. And I didn't save. Ha ha. Climb back up this hill where we'll get attacked by the same mountain lion as last time. Okay, I'll take a pig over a mountain lion. Boars are much easier to fight. Oh, what am I attacked by now? That's a skeleton. skeleton fighting me. You shouldn't even be mobile. Don't you know necromancy is illegal? Hey, John, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting killed by skeletons, but other than that, doing fine. How are you? I was boned for a sec there, but I think I've got it now. Skeleton joke making John. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Am I being sneaky? Is there someone here to sneak by? Or am I just crawling because it's fun? Oh, there's somebody here. Skeleton Guardian. Smash. 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 I'm just gonna level up my block like this. Smash. Let's see what's up in this tower before we go down in this tower. Let's hit the map before we do either of those things. I think we're in the right spot. There's a chest up here, but it's full of bone polish for those skeletons. Oh, it's gold. Maybe they hadn't bought bone polish in a while. Spooky dark. Am I in the right place? I probably should have checked when I came in. No, I'm in the right place. Another dog. Squeaky balloon dog noises. I'm grateful that they don't sound terribly real. How did these wolves get behind these closed doors? Makes me think I'm gonna find a person eventually. Oh, I found a person. It's Lord Leviticus. Why do you want to eat me? I'm a human person. Why, he's going to town on me. He's dead now, though. Do 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 do. Alright, so he was living down here. I could try and pick this lock, or I could use magic. And I'm obviously gonna pick magic. Okay. I feel like I need to take this book with me. Discovered the journal of the Lord Leviticus. It does indeed contain information about Agranak Malag's birth, but proves he was the spawn of a vampire. Agranak won't be happy to hear this, but it is the proof he wanted. I must take this journal to him at the Imperial City Arena Bloodworks. Which I will do, if I can figure out how to get out of here. Okay, so not that way. gotta be an exit around here somewhere, though. Probably. We're not in an antechamber maze, I know that much. I don't expect it to loop back on itself. Alright, we're over at Anvil. Near. Though not quite at. So I'm gonna see if I have any other quests that care about me being in the Anvil area. Alright, I got this takes me back to the Imperial City. This takes me to the Imperial City. This is the far side of the Imperial City. That's the Imperial City. That's the Imperial City. I could try this on my way back through Skingrad. The Arena, Tears of the Savior. Paranoia. Pilgrimages all over the gosh dang place. This is in Bruma. That's in Bruma. It's in Skingrad, but it's kind of everywhere. And Nibbin Bay. I don't know where the hell that is. So Skingrad or bust. Oh, not this cat. Press C. Press C. Dang it, I'm dead again. Mountain lions are a real hassle. Will you die from my magic spell? Could you do that for me? These lions, these mountain lions, it's almost like mountain lions are dangerous. Which just doesn't make any sense. They're just big kitties. Go give them pets. Scratch their little heads. Give them little treats, like your fingers. They eat your fingers. They eat your whole arm. They're mountain lions. Do not trust them. A little settlement up here. Lord Drad's estate. I mean, that sounds like a vampire's name if I've ever heard one. What is my restoration skill anyway? And why do all of my stats have damage? Restoration is 73. Arrowroot, Nightshade. We're just gonna make a bunch of potions that we're just gonna end up selling. And that's what alchemy is for. Morning Glory root pulp with a little bit of troll fat and some poison. Alright, that's all the potions I can make right now. I'm not sure why I'm up here in the north, but I am. This is not the way to Skingrad, is all I'm saying. We got our... Ooh, what's this? That looks like a secret door. Trapdoor to Fort Such. It's got an average lock, and I have an open average lock spell. Let's see what's in this place. Some water. It's flooded a little bit. That's fine. It's not my joint. I don't have to repair for the water damage. Oh, it's a mercenary. Well, I haven't done anything yet. Alright, smash that guy to death. Like you do. How close am I to my next level up? Oh, I'm about one major skill up away. So we'll have to hope that doesn't happen for a few more smashing skill ups. Gotta get my minor skills up. You know how it is. Opened a lock without magic. Okay, can't go in those gates. Maybe there's a way. Oop. Hello, sir. I like your sword.
Yeah! Why won't you die? Yeah! Why won't you die?
Clink. Clink. I don't understand how there are glass swords in this world, but they look pretty.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, one spell. Just to finish him off. Glass claymore. Like, that doesn't make sense, right? Where did my hammer go? Did he disarm me? I would like my hammer back, please. It's gone. It just fell through the level geometry, and now I don't have my cool hammer, because somebody thought it'd be cool to disarm me. Well, he's dead now. How cool is he anyway? Cool looking. Cool looking sword.
Hello? Who's there? Where are you? You move like a pregnant cow.
Do your worst.
I've fought much past
You'll
more
never
fierce
take me
than you. Let's get this over with. Today you die.
I hope not. I'd rather not die.
You move like a pregnant cow. Ha! You'll never take me down. Pieces. Do your worst. You humans are all the same. Weak and worthless.
Yeah. Listen, I can't fault you on that. This is not a great fight. Oh, but my heavy armor skill went up. That's better.
You'll never take me down. That the best you can do?
You're a pain to fight, all you jerks. Jerk hole filled with jerks. Got him. They'll never recover from my savage insults. Or the sword wounds I gave them. They probably won't recover from those either. Okay. Well, that was an interesting little side adventure. Let's check out this camp over here. See if there's anything interesting there. Or is this tunnel thing closer than this camp? Still having trouble reading the mini-map. Or the compass map. Or whatever. Found the Bodian camp. There's a dog here. You know, we didn't have to fight, Mr. Bandit. I was just coming to check it out.
Now you will know. You're pathetic.
Cool. Got rid of him. We go back to the camp now, see if there's anything here. There's a little chest. It's locked, but that's fine. Take a quick little nap. Repair our gear like we wanted to earlier. Good to keep your armor skill going up. Get that minor skill, get that endurance boost. You know, you know. Found a cave. Brittle Rock Cave. Let's check it out. Some gold. Is that the whole cave? No, there's more cave. It's just dark. If only I had a light spell. Slash. Oh, my light spell ran out. Why are there Demoras here? Is it like an underground Oblivion gate? Wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess, but it would surprise me a little. What do we have in here? Some sort of crypt that doesn't matter without a quest is my guess. Alright, and back on our path towards Skingrad. You're a mountain lion again. How many of these are there? There can't be more than 5, right? Why 5? I don't know. That's how many moles there are. That sucked. Frickin' mountain lions. How did you get up here on my rock? This is my rock. Get out of here. I'm not sure what happened there, but it wasn't good for me. I feel like it's weird that these mountain lions and wolves, this mountain lion and these wolves are working together. I feel like they probably wouldn't actually. They're in different factions. Of course, I also feel like one or more of them would go after these deers instead of me.
Whoa!
Got ourselves an Oblivion gate. Those are always nice. Grab some flowers. Scamp skin. My restoration skill is increased. I should rest and meditate on what I've learned. Which is another way of saying, you done leveled up, goofball. Alright, guard, guard, guard. Guard, help me, guard. Stop guarding the sheep and help me.
Show me what you've got. Die, cast! This is the part where you fall down. I'm just warning you, pathetic. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
I think the sheep is also trying to beat up this bandit. Which, you know, I'm really glad that sheep in this world have a sense of law and order, sense of propriety. Don't steal from each other, be kind, some ethics.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Greetings. What exactly do you require of me?
Nothing, Tilma.
You need to see Ugak if you want to buy a horse.
Ugak.
She's inside.
You need to see Ugak if you want to buy a horse.
Buy.
Ew, it's Gak. Where's the joint? The place? The spot?
Hi there.
Hi, I'm using your bed. I leveled up. I got endurance. I guess we'll do willpower and intelligence. Or strength. I need more magicka.
Good day.
Good day, Juja. What spells you
What can
got?
I interest you in?
Alright, we'll call that good.
I
Appreciate your business.
goodbye.
Now, we go to the chapel. Hopefully.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Excuse me. I'm on duty.
Yes, that's why I'm speaking to you.
What are you looking for?
Tell me about the
The
services.
smith, alchemist.
Directions.
What are you
Tell me about the landmarks.
The castle is on a hill. Shops and guilds are mostly inside the north walls, while the chapel, homes, and one inn are inside the south walls.
South walls.
All appointments to see. Bye.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome, pilgrim. Farewell.
What about you? Do you got them?
Blessings of the Nine. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
What? Restore willpower. Ooh, respite. I need to get respite. We'll get cure poison while we're at it. Tell me about the Anvil Chapel attack.
The worst thing is, no one even knows what happened. People heard the screams, but when they broke down the chapel doors, everyone was already dead.
Tell me about Skingrad.
The Chapel of Julianus is always open for worship and contemplation. Perhaps you should speak to Marie Pallier, our healer and restoration trainer.
You got any cool rumors?
I love walking by Salmo's place. The smell of her bread baking is amazing. The church has taken no official position on his teaching yet, but from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines. Bye.
Bye. Hope that's a slightly better heal spell.
Greetings to you.
Captain of the Skingrad Guard. I'm gonna get involved with Glarther, though. I don't care about no captain of the guard. Lots of people are crazy. No Bark Noonan is crazy, but you still get involved with him because he's got good information. And now we wait. Super exciting waiting time. Get back here, Glarther.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you?
Yeah.
Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukotti selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
Yeah, sure.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to.
Okay,
We'll
Glarther.
meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me.
Tell me more about Bernadette.
Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Glarther, I think you're nuts.
There's so much I could tell you. So many secrets. But then you'd be in danger too. It's best if we're not seen talking.
All right.
Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds good.
No time to talk.
Good day.
Waiting on Bernadette. Anytime now.
Hail. I'm Bernadette Pinel. I learned quite a bit about how to use. I've lived here all my. Farewell. Hello. Goodbye.
Guess we're spying on her. Doesn't seem like she's really doing much spying on Art Glarther. Very sneaky. That's me.
All right, then. I'm listening.
The Westweald is a good place. Irina Geranus isn't the friendliest person in the world, but not a bad sort when you get
What a
to
good sheep.
I like the Westweald itself, but I'd rather avoid...
Oh, hi Aiden. Hey John.
So long.
How's it going?
Farewell.
I already said hey to John. Now I'm saying hey to Aiden. And I'm saying hey to actually paying attention. I kind of zoned out there. Following this woman around town. How you doing? How was work last night? Where is this lady going? feel like you could sleep for 30 million hours. I have been there. Just give me the sleep. A big chunk of sleep, please. Good luck. I hope you can. She's just working on a farm. She's not doing anything shifty. Yeah, that's a bummer. Good luck tonight. I hope that you can get some good sleep afterwards. Or maybe before. A quick nap. Well, that's good. That means you have time for a nap. Allow me to put you to sleep with the rhythmic sounds of Bernadette farming. You feel physically ill every Sunday. God hates you. And like, you don't blame him, but he needs to calm down. Yeah. Yeah. If there's a God out there making me sleepy, he needs to take a fucking chill pill. There's that sheep again. What a good sheep. Sheep are good. They're all fuzzy and cute. Sometimes they got funny little horns. Sheep are good. Am I really just gonna watch this NPC farm all day? Doesn't that make me an NPC? Philosophy in Oblivion. So, play any good games lately? How about them Yankees? They sure do throw them balls good. Or maybe they're doing badly and they throw them balls bad. I don't actually know how the Yankees are doing. I'm not entirely certain I know what makes a baseball team good in the first place, so... You saw the Yankees throwing the sports ball so badly? Poof! Those Yankees. The ball throwing Yankees.
I'm Gaston Cirilli. Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together, we are the Cirilli Brothers Winery.
Tell me about Glarther.
You may have heard that he's a bit touched in the head, and that may be true. But he's always been a quiet neighbor, never given us any trouble.
Saw an Oklahoma kid. Oh, you watched a few minutes of college football. Oklahoma kid got a touchdown? That's... Yeah, that... Honestly, you telling me about it is my sports fill for the week. So thanks for that. Now I'm
Skingrad
good.
is the wine-producing capital of Tamriel. You must sample our local wines. You'll never taste better. The 415 vintages were particularly good. The 399, well, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you can find a bottle. Bye.
Bye. Oh, she left one farm and she's going to farm at another farm. He almost tripped. It was genuinely impressive, but it was still football. Go football team. I have not played any of the Klonoa games. I know that they have a spot in your heart though. I was there for part of that. How was it? Was it good? Oh, well, I mean, if you wept on stream like a baby, it sounds like it was pretty good. That was kind of Soul. It's not the original, but it's really good. Just gonna sit there. Just gonna sit there for a few hours. This is such a wild quest. Just watch an NPC for a day. Tell me what you find out. And then she just goes about her normal, regular ass day. I might have to go find the VOD for Klonoa. See what's up with it. You know, when I'm done with Oblivion. Sometimes I feel like there's someone watching me. Jumping up and down. You got no privacy. Alright, where's she going now? Acrobat, just trying to level my acrobatic skill. Maybe she's working with the horse. No, she's not working with the horse. Most of the Klonoa games are puzzle platformers with small action segments and bosses. Door to Phantomile is the best. Okay. Fantasy Reverie is a big deal because all of them are also really hard to get a hold of now. Makes sense. Not a whole bunch sold, but people really want them now. Supply and demand, all that.
No time to talk.
DTP did not do well in the States. Had it and sold it when you were 12. Or so. Might not have been 12. She's just farming back here some more. Just doing more yard work. Lunita's Vel did better because it was early PS2 and cute. It's interesting how different games, like how games manage that. They don't do well when they first come through, so there's not a whole lot of copies, but then later, everyone wants it, because question mark? Everyone thinks Klonoa Beach volleyball is a running gag. It sounds like a running gag, like a beach volleyball game with a license that isn't Dead or Alive seems really unexpected. Or I guess, you know, ESPN. Glarther, I'm not working for you anymore. You're crazy. Fantasy Reverie is like $20, so if you're ever in the mood for that sort of game. Fantasy is Door to Phantomile and Lunetta's. Okay. It's both games. This is just thrilling gameplay, Bethesda. Just know that after I play it, you're going to tell me all the reasons the PS1 version is better. I appreciate the warning. Clunk, 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 clunk. What time is it? It's 4:19. Glarther, why did you have me follow this woman?
Who will help an old beggar?
Top-notch gameplay. Just... what a ridiculous quest. I almost want to Google it to see if I'm doing it right. Just grind sneak skill on this little rock while I wait for this woman to go inside.
I can
Have a coin, beggar.
thank.
Tell me about the Grey
It's
Fox.
a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
Gotcha. Thank you. What else do you know about the Grey Fox?
He's a fairy.
Oh, the same thing. If you liked me better,
Yes?
you like admire, boast is okay, coerce, and joke are bad. So we'll rotate, we'll joke,
Not funny.
we'll admire,
What?
we'll coerce,
You can't
we'll
skip.
boast.
I wish I could say that.
He's a... Blessings of academia.
Paul Simon's in this. Yeah, man, they got everybody for this game. There's Paul Simon. There's Patrick Stewart. There's Clancy Brown. And one of those is true. Just keep digging that one spot. Just keep up the good work. Digging that one spot that looks to be paved. It looks like it's paved, but it must not be because you're digging it. Oh? Oh, is something happening?
Can you spare a coin?
That's a no. What are you doing with the bucket? What's in the barrel? What's in the box? What a quest. It's a nice tree. Speed tree does good work. Now that would be a cool job, working for Speed Tree. Writing code for video games, but not a specific video game, just for every video game that wants to use Speed Tree. Oh, are you done working? What are you doing now? A Speed Tree is it's a package. It's like a licensed piece of software that you use to make trees for your video game. Oblivion used Speed Tree, which it's just that way you don't have to program a bunch of hard work to make trees look realistic and also performant. So I just think that working on Speed Tree would be really cool. You know, for a couple years until I got bored anyway. Sneak skill has increased. So yeah, it's a fast tree in that it draws trees quickly. Using magic, basically. Magic I don't really understand. Oh yeah, the two textured perpendicular trees? I think N64 had some trees like that too. It's a good tree. It's a good tree technique. '64-bit graphics are great. It's really amazing what they managed to do with the computers of their time.
Suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Horace the shepherd sure does take care of his sheep. And boy, does he like cheese. I mean, he really likes cheese.
I like cheese.
If you made a game,
Sheep.
it would pretty much just look like that. Flat trees and all. It's a good way to go.
Any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Safe travels.
Take care.
You're not very stealthy when you cast a light spell on yourself. This is what I've learned.
Hello.
Hello. No one notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light. Yeah. I need some more stim packs or something. How you doing, crew? GRW 42 if you prefer. Whichever you like best. And now we await Glarther. Doing alright, doing the dad thing. Well, good luck. Children can be a lot, but, you know, it's good that you're giving them the attention they need. Gru is easy enough. Thanks for letting me know. Where are you at, Glarther? Yeah, this quest line sucks. I don't like this quest line. You feel like, yeah, a 7-year-old. It's a very...
You saw Bernadette penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
I mean... She wasn't watching or following you, dude.
Really? That is surprising. I was sure she was watching me.
What about the reward you promised?
Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
Someone else. What else do you want me to do?
Tutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet fellow. Appears harmless enough. But I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head.
Glarther of
Always
Gloklahoma.
seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report.
My dude. These people are not...
I still can hardly believe she wasn't watching me, but it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying about her. He lives in the large house between the low gate and the east bridge. Alone.
Suspicious.
Don't you think?
You're a goofball, Glarther.
Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Don't worry, I won't be letting him catch me. Because I won't be following him. Because you're bonkers. And we're gonna walk back to the Imperial City. Because I don't want to be around bonkers Glarther anymore. Got various quests to turn in. At least 2. Oh, a third one. We'll do this one first.
Whoa!
And is this the road, the right road? Am I on the right road? Yes. Who are you?
Yes?
You're no one. You're fine. Ale just on the middle of the road. Hello, who are you?
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
You can kill me if you want.
Actually, that's the way this one prefers it.
Good luck. Your hair's kind of silly, cat.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the... Oh. Die. 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 Today you die.
Today I die, according to this guy. This heal spell is a definite improvement over my old heal spell. Do Khajiit refer? You know, I haven't heard most of them refer to themselves as this one.
You'll never take me down. Take that.
So it's, yeah, it might just be this guy. Might just be this one that refers to himself as this one. Though, I mean, the way the dialogue lines work, that would probably be any Khajiit highwayman. Which, the way the world is built, is most of the Khajiits. They do that often. Alright, wonderful. Thank you, Gru. I'm kind of new to this whole world. Oh, I meant to sell stuff while I was in town. I'm not that far. I could still do that.
Good evening.
Petitioning for humans to start doing that too. Well, this one agrees with you. This one has wares if you have coin. I can't really do the Khajiit growl voice.
Greetings, Breton.
All the floating jelly people do that in Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a game I have not played. But I love the idea of there being floating jelly people. Put those in any game.
Welcome to...
Let Let me sell
May I
some stuff.
interest you in some of my fine wares?
I would like to sell this glass dagger.
That's a fair deal.
And I think this claymore too. I'll still be able to go get
That's
that
a good
axe.
deal.
And we'll sell some terrible potions.
That's more than I... That's more than I'd usually pay.
The Hanar communicate with each other telepathically, so you're assuming the Khajiit can do so as well. It only makes sense. They're basically the same, right?
A fine transaction. A fine transaction.
The Khajiit do not communicate telepathically. That's... Gru, I feel like you've got a lot of Elder Scrolls experience up there in your head.
That's more than I'd usually pay. That's more than I'd usually pay.
Otherwise, they couldn't accuse each other of thievery, because they would just know.
Thank you.
Thank you for your business to patronize. And of the races, the Khajiit are known as thieves. This one, I did know. Alright, now let's see if we can't find that glass axe that we left on the side of the road somewhere. You just happen to learn a lot. You know, that's fair. A lot of times game stuff doesn't stick in my head all that well. Unless I'm like in the middle of playing it, of course. Goody! Battle axe equipped. That's pretty. And if you told me it was radioactive glass, I would agree. I'm gonna get this Oblivion gate on my map, but I don't think I'm about to clear it. They didn't have stipulations on that in Elder Scrolls times. You can just have a radioactive axe. There's no problem with that. I'm gonna die. So, since Fallout got bought by Bethesda, there has been evidence, sparse and easily dismissible, that they share worlds. Would not be surprised if glass weapons are actually radioactive glass. Yeah, I knew that guy was gonna get me. I hope I had a good save. I did. I've got my radioactive glass axe from Fallout.
And when everyone's radioactive, no one will be. This summer.
Speak.
I don't know. That's as far as I got. It's deer. Hello, dear. Not bad. It was a good read. Thank you both. That's as far as Fallout got before the bombs. Oh, it's a Minotaur. They got past summer, and that was it. Game, set, match. There goes the world. Oh, don't beat me up. Don't beat me up, Minotaur. Are those the other 3 seasons? Yeah, there's summer, and then there's nuclear wasteland. That's game, set, and match. They're all just nuclear wasteland. Real seasons in Bethesda games would be a delight. Friggin' Minotaurs fighting me for no reason. I mean, I guess that one had a reason. That one I jumped. But every other Minotaur I've met... There's summer, nuclear fallout, rain, and fog. Yeah. Fog is a recent addition, if I'm not mistaken. What the hell? Fog used to just be ambient, now it's actually weather. Not another Minotaur, I just fought one of you. Oh, a bear and a dryad. Look at my crew. And by crew, I mean group of things trying to kill me. I haven't had friends since high school. Isn't that just friends? It feels like I'm in a labyrinth. Do. I'm safe for now. Just running on this road to the Imperial City. Got some stuff to do. Gonna try and make a spell. Is that bear? It's the damn bear. Did he just disappear? Can somebody run that back? I think that bear just disappeared. I banished it. I was trying to murder it, but I'll take banishment, I guess. All roads lead away. Ooh. Kvatch has some scratches by it, almost as though Kvatch had a bad day. Alright, so we've got to go see a man about a book, a different man about his past, and then another man about the errand he had me run. First up, the bookstore.
You have my ears.
What can I do for you? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Do you have a book on these weird rocks? I think it's this book that I'm here for. But I should probably check. Shoot, what am I looking for? Quest info. Garridan's Tears. Nightfall. Nightfall is the book I want. I'm glad I checked.
Good. Go ahead, please. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Nightfall. Thank you. Purchased it from Finitas at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I should read it to find out more about Garridan's Tears.
Tell your friends about me.
I sure will, Finitas.
Good day.
Nightfall tells the tale of Garridan and the quest for the Everflow Ewer at a place known as Frostfire Glade. It is supposedly located in the mountains near Bruma. Using some of the references from the story, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. The book also mentions needing special refined frost salts to get into the glade. I should speak to Julian Fannis about this.
Excerpt from Nightfall, Tales of Heroism and Chivalry, edited by Corellian Odrinus. The legend of Garridan Stallerus as told by Jaren Athaelweld, squire and friend. And so it came to pass that on the very first month before the harvest, nary a decent crop could be found in the drought-ridden fields of far Mantle Glens. 27 families, their bellies sunken and empty, turned to their lordship who had been so fair to them in hard times before. The man ruled not with an iron gauntlet, but with the soft touch of silken kindness. My lord Garridan Stalrus, knight-errant of far Mantle Glens.
There's a lot of this book, and I don't want to read it all.
Hey.
Pretend I read that, okay? Thanks.
Hail.
If anyone wants Oblivion story time, you just let me know. And we'll go to the Mages Guild, and we'll start reading books. But until then, I'm going to assume that it's not what you're here for. What am I here for? Oh, we've got 2 reasons to go there, but I needed to go here. Origin of the Grey Prince.
Spare a coin for the infirm.
Let's hear it. Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
That whole lore book I read was a really good read. Can't believe I actually read all that. Oh, well, there we go. That's 1 vote for reading the books.
You beating those twins.
You're not why I'm here. You're the wrong person.
Gotta move on.
Agranak Malog.
You've returned. So, have you been to Crowhaven? Have you... What's this? The Journal of Lord Leviticus? My friend, you've done it. This is wonderful news. The words of Lord Leviticus himself. Perfect. Ah, I believe I owe you something, eh? Here, let me show you these moves. Step like this. Now strike. All right, now parry. That's it. There you are. Some of the best combat moves you'll ever learn. You'll need them if you want to last more than 5 seconds against me in the arena. Now, let's see what this journal says. Interesting. But, wait, can this be? But, by Shinji, I'm the son of a vampire.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm no gray prince. I'm the spawn of evil. I thought my father was a nobleman, not some blood-sucking monster.
What's the difference?
I can't... all a lie. A lie.
Well, I got my reward.
The journal. My father's journal. It says,
Okay, later, bud.
I'm a busy man. What is it?
Alright, I need to use the little girl's room. And I will be right back. Take care. Okay, I'm back.
I'm a busy man.
Well, let's do, just for his sake, we'll do a
Beating those
single
twins is a good sign.
arena fight.
Let me know when you're ready to get bloody again.
Let's go. Ready for a match.
You called.
Oh, I forgot to wear my battle raiment. Forgive me. Pit dog, pit dog, pit dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of pit dogging.
You beating those. Your next opponent is a Khajiit. Not one of the quick, jumpy ones either. This cat goes in heavy, usually with an axe. Now go get him.
Pit dog, pit dog, pit dog.
city. Welcome to the arena. The winner of this match will advance to the rank of Bloodletter.
Ooh, a new rank.
The yellow team or the blue team? Let's find out.
This is the part where you
Fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. That's the best you can do.
Oh, Khajiit.
You'll never take me down. Do your worst.
My worst involves running away. How dare you heal? What are you, some sort of protagonist?
Let's get this over with.
Hurrah!
A winner! All hail the combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
Hurrah!
Okay, so you can fight. Your new title is Bloodletter. You're getting into the real game now, kid. More gold for more blood. Don't disappoint me.
Yeah, this guy feels like he should be stationed at New Vegas. His voice just feels like he needs to be complaining about how he's not allowed to have his weapons with him on the strip. Still calls me a pit dog in New Vegas. It's a great point. All right, we got some pit dog stuff out of the way. And now to the Mages Guild, where it's getting a little late. Well, I mean, it's a little late everywhere because time, that's kind of how time works in Cyrodiil. Alright, so we gotta go work with that. She should be able to help me. Assuming she's still awake.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What do you want?
Nothing, apparently.
Good day.
Thought you were someone else.
It's you. Hi.
It's you. Hi.
Last of the Daedra have been driven out.
It's you. But
journeyman.
Hello.
Have you been to Skingrad and seen Count Hasseldor?
I have, in fact.
Saved you, did he? Well, that's a good sign. I must apologize. It was never the Council's intention to put you in harm's way.
Why was I sent to Skingrad?
Archmage Travin feared that sending a high-ranking official with the guild might draw too much attention and provoke a reaction from the Count. We were also concerned that it might drive any necromancers in the area underground, making them more difficult to root out.
Why didn't you tell me the truth?
The Count's unique nature is not public knowledge. The Council wishes to keep it that way. At the time, it was believed that there was no reason to inform you, since it was not crucial to the task you were given. For that reason, I was unable to disclose more about his true identity to you. Clearly, that judgment was in error. I apologize.
I'm glad, thank you.
The Council has agreed to keep his nature a secret, and in exchange, he occasionally provides us with useful information.
Lovely. Why does Hasseldor aid you?
As a vampire, the Count has few allies he can trust. He has disguised his nature from most, but cannot hide it from the Council of Mages, so he approached us with an accord. As you have seen, that agreement is under a great deal of strain lately. The Count does not agree with certain policies the Guild has established.
You protect a vampire?
It's not quite that simple. Hasseldor is powerful, to be sure, but the Council does not consider him to be a threat. After all, he has ruled over Skingrad for quite some time, without incident.
So you no longer trust him?
We feared Hasseldor may have been involved with the necromancers. Thanks to your involvement, it would seem that he is not. At least, not for the moment. We will continue to monitor the situation, but I assure you, we will make no further attempts to mislead you.
Well, I appreciate that.
You have done your job admirably, and I thank you for it.
You're welcome. Tell me about advancement.
Your services to the Guild have not gone unnoticed. As of this moment, you have gained the rank of Evoker. Along with your new rank, please take this amulet. May it help keep you safe in times of danger.
Oh, thank you. You got any tasks?
Are you ready for it? If not, I understand you've been through quite a bit lately.
No, give me the tasks.
Very well. There's a research project going on at one of the Alien ruin sites on the eastern side of the province.
Okay.
Irlav Girol is in charge of the project and is apparently in need of some help. I thought you might need a break after the things you've been exposed to lately. You can find Irlav in the Archmage's Tower.
Okie doke. Tell me about him.
He's a good man, but council matters have distracted him lately and he's been neglecting his other work.
You got any rumors for me, bud?
Have you heard about Agronak Gromalog? It turns out he's not a noble at all. He's really the son of a vampire. It's almost too horrible to believe.
How did that rumor get to you faster than I did? I guess I did fight. Irlav. I need to talk to Julian, though.
Anything else I can help with?
Julian, not Julian. That's literally my name. Why did I get it wrong? Tell me about refined frost salts.
I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refined them myself. You never know when you might need a good strong potion. Best to stock up now while you can. You got it.
That one might have been good to keep, but it's too late now. Refined frost salts. I don't know how many I'm gonna need. I guess I'll buy 2. Continue. Let's not make that my active quest, though, because I want to see what
A pleasure. to
the
see
guy
you.
in the Archmage's Tower has to say to me.
Sorry, that's all I had. The Mages Guild runs more or less.
Like it always
Come
did.
across
We
anyone
lost more than a
unusually
few members when necromancy was
Be
banned.
sure to remember me and bring them here. Greetings, Evoker.
In we go. How did you get here faster than me? How do you move so quickly when I'm not looking? Hey, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Tell me all your
You're
life.
about Vatican, are you?
Yes, that's why I woke you
It's
up.
a damn shame. I haven't been giving the project the attention it deserves. The last report I received from Scaleel indicated there was some sort of problem. A blocked passage or something that they couldn't get past. I'd investigate it further, but I'm needed here with the council. Romanus says you've got a good head on your shoulders.
I do.
Look into it for me, will you? You can find Scaleel at the site.
Go talk to
Access is
Scaleel at the
restricted, so
site.
You'll need this key.
Sounds good. Tell me about Scaleel.
She's the mage heading up the on-site research. She can tell you more about whatever it is that's impeding their progress.
Okay. Tell me more about Vaticine.
It's an alien ruin southwest of Jadenhall. We suspect that there are some interesting things inside, so a research project was established.
Does interesting mean
Scaleel
dangerous?
is there now, working on investigating the ruins.
Alright, thank you, Earlov.
Eagerly await your return.
Go back to bed. Alright,
Oh, hello.
so let's see about some spell making. Fortify Magicka on self. Actually, no, what we need to do, what I want to try is fire damage, target, magnitude 20, no area, okay, and then I also want absorb stat. I want absorb stat. Absorb Magicka? Or like absorb attribute? There we go. Alright, we'll try this out. See how this does. I've created a new spell. And then I'm going to put this on 5 for now and see how it treats me. And that is my trip to the Imperial City dealt with. I've got some quests to go looking around for. Alright, let's see. Where do we want to go next? We could find the Aelid ruins. We could go to Frostfire Glade. We could go to the Dagon Shrine. Shrine, not shine. Let's do that last. Let's see. Where are the Aelid ruins? They're over here by Shadenhall. And the Frostfire Salts are going to be up by Bruma. So we'll do the Shadenhall one first. Always good to level up acrobatics. Ooh, a Nern root. I think I only need a couple more of those. Giant rat. Not a bit of a threat. Just whoosh, no more rat. Oblivion gate over there. I haven't closed one of those in a while. Oh, there's a big moon. Hey there, big moon. Not the quantum moon. I'm basically always like 2 steps away from thinking about the Outer Wilds, though. So the bear in the big blue house moon. I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to. Like, I know what Bear in the Big Blue House is, but I don't know about the moon in Bear in the Big Blue House. My younger sister really liked Bear in the Big Blue House. That tiny little mouse. Oh, it's a Minotaur! Oh, it's 2 Minotaurs. At the end of every episode, Bear talks to Moon, and she's the moon. And then the final episode airs and you cry. It's so fun. Oh, that's 1 Minotaur down. What is my intelligence? 2 Minotaurs? That's a load of bull. Thank you for that, John. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I feel like something is wrong if my stats all down like this, but I don't know how to get them back up. Repair everything. Very good. Save. Also good. Bye. You're just leveling up my block and heavy armor. You're not using a sword, and I can't get to you if I wanted to. Right, now you have a dagger at least. I'll fall on that. A glass bow. Not sure how that would work, but it's, you know, got decent weight per value. So what are these boots? Alright, what did I want to do in this town before I left? I wanted to go to the chapel and see if they can cure my stat damage. Running and jumping in the graveyard in the middle of the night. That's not disrespectful. That's full of respect.
Praise Arcade and all her little woodland creatures. I'm Hill the Tall, priest of Arcade. I'm also a trainer in the arts of alteration. I love magic, too. I love everything and everyone. You too.
I didn't know my wife was in this game. She also loves everyone.
I came here because I love nature. Because I didn't want to serve as a boot wizard in a mountain legion in Skyrim.
You can't heal me. You can only train me in alteration magic, which I don't care about. They got wives in this too? I don't know if they've got wives in this game. Alright, got what I needed from there. Might go find a blacksmith. Buy a couple blacksmith hammers. Sell that glass bow, question mark, question mark. Julia, wife core streamer. That's me. I don't know what that means. Does that mean I love my wife? Because if so, then yes.
Have a look at my wares. I'm
How-
sure there's something to suit you.
Have a look at my wares. Sell these arrows out of my flesh. Sell this glass bow as
You
well.
drive a hard bargain.
Oh, and these boots. I don't need these boots anymore. You don't know either. That can be what it means. Wifecore sounds like a niche genre of music. Maybe it is. I'd listen to Wifecore. I would probably listen to Wifecore.
Thank you for your patronage. Take care.
Listen to my wife's core, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. I see you seeing. I see your eyes. Alright, what am I doing? I am taking this off, removing that, heading to Vatican, or Vatican. The Vatican. I'm going to the Vatican to meet with the Pope about some stuff he said. It's kind of problematic, you know what I'm saying? Wifecore would probably be like queercore, where it's just music made by wives. So it'd probably be good. Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Gonna cancel the Pope. Yeah, you know, he was saying some sussy stuff. And, you know, I wouldn't trust him. You're gonna become the Pope? Are you Catholic? Because I didn't get a real Catholic vibe from you. I could be wrong, Aiden, but I'm pretty sure that not being Catholic is a deal breaker for popes. I'm not certain. They don't have to know. That's a good point. Alright, we're in the Vatican. I thought it would be better lit than this, but, you know, maybe they're on hard times. It's probably hard to sell people on Catholicism in a world with, you know, magic anyone can learn. Probably have to come a little harder.
This is a restricted area, I'm afraid. Guild mages only.
Lizard Pope.
You have business here? Don't tell me Jarl sent you.
Jarl? No.
Then I'll have to ask you to leave. You have business here? Erlov sent you, did he? Figures.
Did he get his name changed?
Can't be bothered to come check on his own.
Maybe it was
project,
Erlov
so he
Jarl
sends
and I'm not
someone who
paying
knows
attention.
Nothing about it. And this is supposed to help?
Yeah, every
No
fantasy...
offense to you, friend. It's not your fault. And perhaps you can help. If you can figure out how to use the pillar, I'd be thrilled. You're welcome to try your hand at it.
Well, I'll give it a shot. Every fantasy realm you write is essentially atheist, because, like, with magic everyone can learn, water into wine is inherently less interesting. I have to agree. I can summon a skeleton. I can conjure fireballs. I can turn water into wine. One of those things doesn't quite vibe with the other two. Tell me about the pillars, Skalil.
That's what we're calling it, only because we don't know what it really is, or was. It's magical, we know that much. Enchanted somehow. We think it's a lock of some sort, but haven't been able to figure out how it works.
Not every old
All I
lock
can say
should
for
be
sure is
opened.
that it reacts to magic, badly most of the time. Several mages were hurt attempting to cast spells at it. It's at the bottom of the ruins. If you wish to try,
Like,
your
it would
luck,
still be
careful,
rad,
though.
right?
It
Like,
could be
water into
quite
wine.
hazardous to your health.
I mean, I would still
Best to
cast
play
it.
safe. No complex magic. Stick to basic spells with single effects. It's not worth taking unnecessary risks.
I should probably have been paying attention to you, Skalil.
This place has been nothing but trouble as far as I'm concerned. Since we disposed of the creatures that had taken up residence here, it's been nothing but a fight to figure out how the place works. The pillar has had us stumped for more than a week now, not to mention the injuries it's caused.
Wine into water is cool too. Stay hydrated. You got any rumors, Skalil?
The Imperial City itself is a walled city, with separate inner walls protecting the Imperial Palace.
Oh, that's a weird rumor for you to be holding on to.
It's connected to the rest of the chamber. We know that much. We just don't know how it works.
You don't understand. I really
Given up
like
trying
wine.
to figure it out. It's just
I like
beyond us.
that.
Why Denel stays down
I vibe
there,
with
I
that.
have no idea. He's just asking to get killed.
All right.
What a waste of my talents.
Seriously, what a waste of your talents.
Be careful in here. Sent you in to try your hand at the thing, have they?
They have? What do you know about the pillar?
I don't know how much Skalil told you. We know that it reacts to magic, but every time we've tried, the thing shocks whomever casts the spell. It hasn't been fatal for anyone yet, but we stopped trying after the first few attempts. I can tell you, it really hurts. The only thing we haven't figured out is the markings. You see them on the walls? They must relate to the pillar, but I don't know how. If we had some sort of reference, something to compare them to, we might be able to decipher them. But we lack anything like that. Skalil might have a book that would be useful, but she's been skulking over the way Erlov's been treating her. Perhaps you could ask her for it. I don't know. Anything that might help explain these inscriptions in the ruins. They're like nothing we've seen to date. I don't know what else to say. Until we have some sort of reference for understanding these symbols, we'll never figure this thing out.
No, we probably won't.
You too.
Excuse me, miss.
If there's anything about Vatican you need explained, let me know. I'll help if I can.
Do you have a reference?
I don't know why Dental is even trying. This is doomed to fail.
Oh.
But fine. If he wants it, he can have it. It's just one more thing I'll get blamed for in the end.
Thanks for the reference text.
What a waste of my talents.
Is it really a waste of your talents if it's a failure? Like, I don't think that's your talent. Like, I don't think it's wasting your talents if you can't do the thing. It's not how that phrase normally works.
Go ahead, please.
I've got a reference.
You got the book, eh? Good for you. I've given up trying to deal with her for now. I'll tell you what. I'll take the book, and then if you can read me the inscriptions, I'll see if I can find the translations for them. Now that I have the book... Okay.
Never mind.
Okay. This is kind of exciting, don't you think?
Av Molag Animemis. Av Mafre Nanjaya. Nangaya? Ninjago? Magica Loria. Magic truck, that's what that one means. Magica Scylla, that means magical soil. I'm making this up as I go, just to be clear.
Go ahead, please.
Translation.
Okay. According to this, it translates to from fire, life. Fire it is then. Anything else? Mafre seems to translate to frost, so a spell with frost damage should work for it. Anything else?
Yeah.
It means magicka shines. Taken in context with the other inscription about magicka darkening, perhaps there's an alternate translation. If we assume it means magicka waxes, then a spell increasing magicka might be what we need. Something that fortifies it, perhaps.
Is this the fifth element? I mean, it feels like the fifth element.
It means magicka darkens. Considering the other inscription, it could be translated to mean magicka wanes, along with magicka waxes. Perhaps a spell that damages magicka is what you're looking for.
Gosh, this is...
Okay.
This is a sort of a zone.
Exciting, don't you think?
Okay, let's see. How does this work? Okay, that's something. Do I have something that increases magicka? I thought I might have a fortify magicka or something. I must have just thought about buying it and never actually bought it. Huh. So I think I might need to come back with a Fortify and Destroy Magicka spell.
Be careful in here.
This is the sort of thing I might want a guide for. Like, where do I go to get what spells? Seems like something I'd normally look up. But I don't think I'm going to. Oh, it's a wolf. You spooked me, wolf. It's really a lovely game. Playing this game in 2006 would have been quite an experience. Or 2004, whenever. 2000 whatever.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright, where's the Mages Guild?
Oh, hello. Good day.
Good day.
Always keep your mat. Good.
Well met.
What you got
Can I
for
interest
me?
you in some of my wares?
No. No, none of these are interesting to me. Tell me about Shadenall.
My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement.
Tell me about Daedra cults.
Daedra cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Daedra in the temple. The Azura Shrine north of town, up Lake Arius Way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him.
Do you have more to say about Shadenall?
My progress...
Oh, I guess maybe if you liked me more.
For you?
Oh, but you like me as much as you can, so I don't know what that's about. Tell me about the Mages Guild.
If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Parisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is.
I am, jerk.
Things in the guild have been different since Traven was named Archmage. They're more structured, but everyone seems tense. Be seeing you.
Yes. I hope I can help.
Alright.
Take care.
Dating Traven the Redguard for the answers. Yeah. You gotta, you know, charm them by telling them one joke, boasting one time, coercing them one time, and admiring them one time. You can do it in any order, but you gotta do all four. Otherwise, you're not really getting to know someone. Alright, what am I doing now? Alright, I am gonna get the name of this quest out of my quest log. Vatassin's Secret. Yeah, use that trick in real life. It's a great way to get to know people. You know, don't. Feel like you got that joke part of the wheel down. Hey, that's 1 out of 4. Now you just gotta get better at coercing people. Great advice with Julia. Damage and fortify magicka, which I can pick up where? Just gaslight him, like in the video games. Where do I get damage magicka, though? Damage magicka where? Skingrad. I gotta go back to Skingrad again. Alright. What if just this once we fast travel? What if we just fast travel to Skingrad and back? That's Coral. It's in the game, and it's not like I haven't been here a couple of times.
Greetings, honored.
Well met.
Well met.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I'll take Magicka Drain. What do I want? Sever Magic. I want Sever Magicka. Alright, and then the other thing I need is Fortify Magic. Which I thought I already had. Tell your friends about me. I guess I don't have Fortify Magicka. Where do I get that? Probably Anvil. All right, I'm going to Anvil next.
Well met.
What's new with you?
What's
I
new?
heard that the Nords of Skyrim have...
Mages Guild.
Well met. I hope I can help.
I hope so too.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
No, I was wrong. You do not have Fortify Magica.
Take care.
Well, I'm going back to the Vatican. Mud crab! Mud crab! Ah! Alright, I got the mud crab. Very fearsome. Walking through here. Apparently this chest has what I needed anyway. Let's see. Spells. Sever Magica. And then the scroll Elevate Magica. It's open.
Would you look at that? Someone will need to see where this goes. I think you should go. You've done all the hard work, after all. If there are any discoveries to be made, you should be the one to make them. You deserve that much.
Well, I mean, I
Be careful.
don't know if I agree. I guess I'm not thinking like a protagonist, am I? Of course I'm the one to go into the creepy ruins.
Have you found any?
You made it work.
That's fantastic. Not only can I tell Erlaf we're back on track, but I can happily say we did it without his help. There must be something down there worth locking up. Would you mind taking a look as long as you're here? If I can send you back with something worthwhile, Erlaf may forget all about our delays.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
What a waste of my talents.
Be careful in here.
I'm sorry. Is that a spooky ghost? My contract states no spooky ghosts. Rest in peace, spooky ghost. Rest in peace. That looks like a boss is on the other side of that foggy area. Like I have to step through the fog and get just totally cremated by some sort of boss. Come back from the nearest bonfire time and time again, you know. I might not trust fog anymore. Currently silence. Not great. Not ideal. Not great. These spooky ghosts are strong, and it's not ideal, and I don't like it, and that's that. We need our magicka back. Intelligence is 69, so it nice, but also it should be higher than that. I must be doing something wrong. What was that? Why am I going back to fight this thing that I can only damage with magic without any magic? It just doesn't make sense. Oh fuck, I died too. Ah fuck, my last save was a while ago. Ah, swear words. Alright, that's going a little better. Waiting, 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 I don't know. That was fun. That's what then. That's what we're here for, right? To sing goofy songs and have a nice time. Oh, my health is very low. I died. This is... He died too. Went better than last time. Gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal. What is hitting me? Found an elven claymore. Kinda heavy, but a ring and some gold. Also some bone meal, but I don't care about the bone meal. What do I look like? Someone trying to make gray dye? It's my Minecraft joke. I thought you needed white dye to make gray dye, and why would you ever need white dye? Like, the majority of wool is already white. So that's why I said gray dye. But yeah, no, I'm a fake nerd. I'm not even real. I'm imaginary. You mean, yeah, the recipe. Okay, I remembered the white dye recipe at least. Alright, please die. Thank you. I'm over encumbered. I've been strength damaged so much that I can no longer carry all my gear. However, I came prepared for that. Hopefully. Goody, 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 goody. Now we heal up. And delve further into the cave. The stairs are raised remotely. Where? Where are they raised remotely? I need to turn my Pip-Boy light on. Open average lock. Sirs. Gonna see that one again. Cause I am toast like my fireball spells. I keep hitting the wrong button. I think I need to finish this joint the old-fashioned way. Well, so much for that. Alright, if it's not in here, then how do I open the stairs? Oh, I found it. What a sneaky little switch. It's a good thing I had a light spell. The cage is raised remotely. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Where do these spooky skeletons come from? I'll take that, thank you. Is that what I'm here for? I found an object deep within the Vatican. I should take it to Scalil. Yeah, I'll take it to Scalil. There we go. Magic door.
What's that you have? That looks important. You'd best get that to
All right, and this is ready to go back to the Imperial City.
of my talents.
And with that, I think I might get ready and wrap this up. It's been lovely streaming for you. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. I hope you all have a great day. And good luck at work tonight, Aiden. Good luck at work tomorrow, John. And take care, everyone. You only get one you, so take care of it. Or something. I'm gonna quit this out. Gonna see if I'm following anyone. I'm not following anyone. Alright. Bye, Aiden. Take care.